Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do your April the 4th just for today in a meditation. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. I am. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Also, if you want, you can just leave a comment down below. And as soon as I see your comment, I will respond. I greet everyone and thank you for joining us today. The title of the meditation for today is Guarding Our Recovery. Remember that we are ultimately responsible for our recovery and our decisions. That's taken from the basic text, page 103. Most of us will face choices that challenge our recovery. If we find ourselves in extreme physical pain, for example, we will have to decide whether or not we will take medication. We will have to be very honest with ourselves about the severity of our pain. Honest with our doctor about our addiction and our recovery, and honest with our sponsor. In the end, however, the decision is ours, for we are the ones who must live with the consequences. Another common challenge is the choice of attending a party where alcohol will be served. Again, we should consider our own spiritual state. If someone who supports our recovery can attend the event with us, so much the better. However, if we don't feel up to such a challenge, we should probably decline the invitation. Today, we know that preserving our recovery is more important than saving face. All such decisions are tough ones, requiring not only our careful consideration, but the guidance of our sponsor and complete surrender to a higher power. Using all of these resources, we make the best decision we can. Ultimately, however, the decision is ours. Today, we are responsible for our own recovery. Just for today, when faced with a decision that may challenge my recovery, I'll consult all the resources at my disposal before I make my decision. Let's go ahead and take a moment of silence, followed by the wee version of Serenity Prayer. A moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Guarding our recovery. The topic here now is talking about being responsible for your own recovery and for your own decisions, not pushing them off on other people to decide for you, but allowing others to be your eyes and ears when you're not sure of your spiritual state that is strong enough to do whatever it is that you're considering doing, to be wise enough to know the difference between what you can change and what you can't. You can absolutely change whether or not you are interacting in an environment that's not healthy for you, or if you are allowing yourself to be prescribed a medication that you know you have a reservation about using properly. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have medication that can be mind and mood altering. Many of us do have that. But do you know where you're at with it? Are you an individual that would misuse it? You need to be honest with your doctor and let your doctor know that, hey, this is who I am. I'm a recovering addict. And I don't mind having this particular prescription, but I need to let you know that I'm in recovery. And I would like whatever you prescribe to take that into consideration. You know, there was a time that I was embarrassed to let the doctors know that I'm in recovery. And they would give me stuff for some of the conditions that I have that was just too strong for me. And I would find myself resisting and being in so much agony physically. And finally, I just surrendered. I was like, you need to let this doctor know that this is not good for you. It's too strong, and you're not going to take it if it's going to alter your mind and your mood in a manner that is going to make you dysfunctional during the time of the day that you need to be up and about. So I contacted my doctor and I said, you know what? I can't take this dosage. I'm in excruciating amount of pain, but I'd rather use something that's over the counter and deal with it because this is not going to allow me to function. And you know what my doctor told me? He was like, there's other things that I let me try this. And I was like, huh? So, yeah, there's other things. I just know with the degree of pain you've been in, that I felt that was the best. But if you're willing to compromise on the best, and I said, yeah, I want the best for me. And he altered to a different type of medicine that didn't have nearly the impact that that one particular medication had on me. Even talking to my sponsor, she's not in a position to decide for me whether or not I'm going to use a medication or not. And it's good to bounce it off your sponsor, but at the end of the day, it's my decision. I'm responsible for my recovery and my decision. And I was very proud of myself for making that particular decision because my recovery is important to me. My functionality during the course of the day, being an individual that suffers from depression, I don't need anything bringing me down. I don't need anything slowing me down. My own brain will do it all by itself. And I just make a decision what's good for me. Even in talking with my sponsor, I don't always necessarily agree with her, but I've partnered with her, right? I've partnered with her on my life journey to give me input in regards to my recovery. Now, that's just my own example. And I want to make sure you know that when I say you, I mean us, we, and mostly myself, because I'm talking about my experience here on this podcast. And I hope you're never offended by that. You know, today, what I would wish for you is that even if you have tough decisions to make that might require the guidance of your sponsor or complete surrender to your higher power, that through using this network, that you will have all that you need to make the best decision that you can. It's very important to me that I know that my sponsor and the God of my understanding, that I'm connected to them in a manner that shows that I trust them. And I have a lot of gratitude for them giving me guidance, making my third step, making my third step and my 11th step. That's coming to me, to my spirit more and more every day. That this connection between the third step and the 11th step gives me the willingness to turn to God, to turn to my sponsor, and some others that are in my network, but to ask through prayer and meditation for the revelation of God's will for me and the strength, the strength, or as to carry it out, the strength to carry it out. Let me finish that part. But the serenity prayer puts it another way. It says, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. And here's the piece, this part, the courage. To me, that courage is equivalent to the strength, right? The power to carry it out, the courage to change the things that I can. Oh, there's a very beautiful thread between the third and the 11th step in the serenity prayer. Have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to. I'm excited about my day and I can't wait. I can't wait to hear back from you. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed your company and I want you to have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to. Talk to you soon.